Hello students, this is physics session for class 9th and today I am going to discuss laws of motion. Actually there are three laws of motion and these laws were given by Sir Isaac Newton. So Newton's first law of motion, let us see what is Newton's first law of motion. According to this law, if a body is at rest, it will be at rest, or if a body is in motion, it will be in motion unless no external force act on it. So according to this law, if a body is at rest, it will be at rest. Okay, or if a body is in motion, it will be in motion. Unless no external force act on it. Okay. So according to Newton's first law, if a body is in motion, if a body is at rest, it will be at rest, or if a body is in motion, it will be in motion unless no external force act on it. This law is also known as, it is also known as the law of inertia. Law of inertia. Okay. So Newton's first law of motion is also known as the law of inertia. What is inertia? Actually, suppose here is a football and if we apply some force, the football moves in forward direction, but suppose here is a huge rock, by applying the same force we cannot move the rock. Okay, there is no movement. It means why it happens? Because the football has actually less mass, so by applying only very small force we can set this body in motion. But on the other hand, in case of rock, it has greater mass, so it has greater tendency to oppose the state of rest because it is at rest. Okay. So when we apply some force, due to its mass, huge mass, it has greater tendency to oppose the state of rest, and so the rock does not move. It means inertia is actually, it is the tendency of a body which opposes the state of rest or the state of uniform motion. So, you can define inertia like this. Inertia, what is inertia? It is tendency of a body which opposes the state of, which opposes the change of state, change of state of motion or rest. Okay. So, inertia is tendency of a body which opposes the change of state, that means state of rest or state of uniform motion. So, here inertia is of three types. Number one, inertia of rest. Second one is inertia of motion. Third one is inertia of direction. Okay. So, what is inertia of rest? The tendency, it is the tendency of a body to oppose due to its rest state. Okay. Because when a body is at rest, it has tendency to oppose the state of rest. So, inertia of rest means the tendency of a body to oppose the state of rest. You can define it like this. Inertia of rest is, it is tendency of body which opposes the state of rest, state of rest. This is called inertia of rest. Likewise, what is inertia of motion? So, you can define it like this. It is the tendency of a body which opposes the state of uniform motion. Uniform motion. Okay. So, it is inertia of motion, and third one is inertia of direction. Actually, inertia of direction means, suppose a body is moving in a straight line, so it wants to be in the straight line. Okay. So, if we change the direction of moving body, it opposes the change of direction. So, inertia of direction means the tendency of a body which opposes the change in the direction of a moving body. Okay. So, this is inertia of direction. So, in this way you can define inertia of rest, inertia of motion, inertia of direction. So, actually due to inertia, everybody wants to maintain its state of rest or state of uniform motion unless no external unbalanced force act on it, and that is why this law is also known as the law of inertia. Now, you all can take a screenshot of it. Here is some minor correction. You can write here, it is the tendency of a body which opposes the change of state of rest. Likewise, it is the tendency of a body which opposes the change of state of uniform motion, and here it is the tendency of a body which opposes the change in the direction of a moving body. Okay. Actually, inertia depends on mass of the body. So, mass is the measure of inertia. Okay. What does it mean? Greater the mass of body, greater the inertia of that body. Okay. We have some illustrative examples. In our daily life, as when a bus starts suddenly the passengers fall in backward direction. Okay, why it happens? When a bus starts suddenly, the passengers fall in backward direction. Actually, initially the bus and the passenger both are at rest, but when the bus starts suddenly, the lower part of the passenger's body suddenly comes in motion, while upper part of the passenger's body want to be at rest due to inertia of rest. That's why the upper part of the body moves in backward direction and the passengers fall in backward direction. So this is the reason. Okay, actually in this description there are two things: passenger and the bus. Okay, initially bus and passenger both are at rest, but when the bus starts suddenly, it suddenly comes in motion. So the passenger's lower part of the body, which is in contact with the bus, it suddenly comes in motion. Okay, but the upper part of the passenger's body, which is upper part, it wants to be at rest. And why? This is only because of inertia of rest. That's why the passenger fall in backward direction. Okay, so you can very easily explain like this. What is the explanation? Initially the bus and the passengers both are at rest. Okay, when the bus starts suddenly, the lower part of the passenger's body suddenly comes in motion, while the upper part of the passenger's body want to be at rest due to inertia of rest. Okay, that's why when the bus starts suddenly, the passengers fall in backward direction. Now you can take a screenshot of it. There is some minor correction you can see here. Passenger, ANGERS. Okay, here also. Now this class is over here, and we will discuss some other illustrative examples which are based on Newton's first law of motion, and we will also discuss Newton's second law of motion in the next class. Thank you, students.